we were in big trouble tonight. We were really unorganized and out of sync. And I really expected just the opposite. I thought we were going to come out flying. And maybe that was it. They were so jacked up that they, just weren't in stride. So we survived those first 10 minutes. They got a power play goal, and we killed off a penalty and got through it. And then I thought we started to pick up the play, and the rest of the period was, a better period. We even had chances maybe to even score. Coming out and getting that first goal, DeAngelo's goal in the second period was critical. And then I thought we had a number of really good chances. And now it was a question of whether this kid was going to stone us all night. And he certainly, came close to doing that until Gracel broke the ice with a, incredible rush and individual play. So it was I thought we played pretty hard. We were a little bit discombobulated at the end of the third, trying to run a little system that can protect the lead, and there were some really good things about it, and then there were some things that need to be worked on. But all in all, it was a real hard-earned win and a good effort by a bunch of guys that I think were pretty determined from start to finish, and probably not more than these two guys that made great individual efforts. Any questions?
For the players, to your left, far left is Peter DeAngelo, and in the middle is Gracel.
Peter, you described your shot and goal. The puck came up to you on the right wing, and what kind of shot did you take? And
took a shot right under his arm. He's trying to go far post in case there's a rebound for Rocco to get, and it went in.
I thought your best play of the game, though, wasn't that goal. You made this beautiful pass, that I think it was to Cahoon. Yep. That goalie somehow, stopped.
Little black backhand turn.
Yeah.
Pop a pivot.
Yeah, it was nifty. And Brandon, you guys had so many chances, like Sue said, getting stoned and everything in front, and Sherry stealing the puck in a breakaway and getting stopped, and it almost seemed like you said, I'm just taking the matter in my own hands. Was there a bit of determination?
Definitely. I was really determined on that play, and I saw the puck and had some good speed going, so I just drove wide and took it right to the net there. So
broke a couple of checks, which I thought was the biggest part of the play. Because we were able to slither by, I think, two players in order to get an angle to be able to take it to the crease. That's what made that play special. You don't get a chance to carry the puck 190 feet at this level too often.
Coach, do you feel like you're almost part of the ECAC right now? You played 3 games in a row against them. You've got another one in your next game, maybe the next 2 games.
Well, I've been in both leagues for many years. So, I respect, I think all the Division I leagues in college hockey are pretty darn good. And certainly Yale has proven over the last 5-6 years that they're, a top-tier type of team and program. So I think we just take it game by game. We don't worry what league they come from, and it's just a matter of getting ready. Now, our next opponent is Cornell, and Cornell's tradition speaks for itself. So they'll be a great test for us. Fortunately, now we got other business to take care of as far as school and a few weeks to get home and enjoy the holidays for maybe 7 or 8 days, and then it'll be back to business. And this is a good way to finish this period of our season.
Can you guys talk about that? Having been on a couple of ties, sandwiched around, a few losses, what it means to you to, end this with a win going into the break.
Like Coach just said there, going into the break, it's huge for our confidence and momentum coming back right after the break. We have a few things to take care of, exams and stuff, but we're all going to be roaring and ready to go as soon as we get back.
Coach, just following up, I cover the ECAC, so on the last question you answered, you lost to Quinnipiac, then you tied Harvard, you beat Yale. Would you say those results say anything about the teams that you played and their relative strength? Yale has been a dominant team in that league over the last few years. I was just wondering if you can handicap the teams that you played.
I think it's very difficult to do that. these programs are all so close, there's so much parity, whether it be in our own league, or whether you take it into the ECAC, or go to the CCHA, or go to the WCHA. I mean, all those programs are capable of having a real good night and beating one another. And I think that's the case, you know, with these games. We go into Quinnipiac, and we don't have everything going for us. They play pretty well. They win. The Harvard game was truly a back-and-forth type of game. Either team could have won and ended up in a tie. Tonight, I thought we deserved to win. I thought we worked real hard to get more chances and to, you know, to get those couple of goals that we needed. At the same time, I recognize on a different night, if we're not playing at our best, Yale certainly could take it to us. So, I mean, that's just the level that we play at. And, you know, to Yale's credit, they've been a very consistent team. And our mission right now is to get back to being a consistent team that we've been in the past, but not of recent, you know, time. So we're looking to get there with a group of young players that we think are able to do that.
Coach, as you mentioned, the first 10 minutes of the game, Yale looked like they were controlling the play, and they looked like they were stronger and bigger, but how were you guys able to overcome their size? Like they were shooting the puck and going right around you guys. If you guys could talk about that.
Well, go ahead, Peter.
I just think, Coach told us to work together. You know, it's not an individual effort. All 5 guys on the ice are working hard. We just, you know, increased our battle level.
I think they have, you know, I mean, they have a few players that with good size. I mean, you know, 28 is a big boy, and he, you know, he protects the puck extremely well. There's no question about that. But I mean, we have some good sized kids too. I didn't go out there and look around and see size discrepancy to any great measure. You know, we've got some quick, you know, smaller forward, but we also have some guys with real good size. And I think we measure up fine on that front. I don't think we're worried about, you know, a year ago we made a little bit undersized across the board. Right now we're a little different physically than we were a year ago.
What did you guys talk about after the second intermission? It was 1-1 at that time. What did you guys talk about?
20-minute game. 20-minute game. So it all comes down to that. You take the first two periods and put them aside, and it comes down to 20 minutes and playing smart, playing hard, and finding a way to win that 20 minutes.
Too, can you talk about, because easily be overlooked because you guys played so well, but Kevin Boyle, after giving up that first power play, you know, goal, you know, was sensational. You think, talk about his play?
Well, yeah, I'm happy with Kevin. I think he's developing nicely. Someone asked me if he's the #1 guy, and I said, well, he's the guy that's maybe getting the most reps right now. I'm not ready to, you know, I think it's unfair to take a freshman and put him in and say, hey, this is yours to carry. I think we've got, you know, 3 guys that are capable of winning and 3 guys that are going to give us some help before this year's over. Kevin's doing a real good job right now. When I put him in there, he's made a good case for himself. So we'll just keep working with Kevin and happy that he's growing his game and knowing that he's got the support of a couple of other guys that can help him along the way. And they'll probably get their shot. I'm not ready to say we're going to run the table with Kevin. He's done a great job for us, and we'll continue to give him that opportunity.
Yeah, tonight, I thought it seemed like he calmed the team down. He'd make a save, and he'd cover the puck. And
yeah, I'll let Brandon.
Yeah, he really looked on in the net today. I mean, there was one time the puck was bouncing around right in front of him, and he wasn't squirming around or anything. He stayed real calm until he could finally get it covered. So, like you said, he was calm in there, and he probably calmed the rest of the team down a little bit too.
Good.